How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another exciting episode in the mountains. It's a little bit windy today, which is not fun because we've got a wildfire not too far from here that is kind of going crazy, and this wind isn't going to help. And I hate the wind more than anything. I'd rather be out fishing in like 0-degree weather and snow instead of the wind. So that's kind of what we're going to be dealing with today, but I'm headed to a few different lakes actually. We are chasing mainly Arctic grayling. That's one species that we haven't really targeted a whole lot this summer. And we're gonna do some fish and chips this evening. I'm very much looking forward to that. All right. Just pulling up to our first lake here. And it is looking beautiful. It's actually been a few years since I've fished this lake, mainly because it winter kills just about every year, and really all there is little rainbows and maybe a few tiger trout that don't really get bigger than like a pound or so. So we've made it to another lake. I wasn't really planning on fishing this one either because it does winter kill. I have caught a few chunky ones out of here in the past, so we'll give it a couple casts. All right, well, I just caught one on a little hopper. I wasn't seeing any signs of life. Then I saw this guy rise, threw the hopper to him, and he ate it right up. There he goes. That's about how most of the fish are in here, probably about 12 inches, but they do get a little bigger on occasion. So the lake we were just fishing is right there through the trees. And if you just come right on the other side of this hill, we have another lake. I'm not gonna fish it because the wind's blowing right into us, but it's full of little tigers and little rainbows as well. Not really worth spending any time at, but now I think it's time to head to our main destination and chase some Arctic grayling. All right, time to kick her in four-wheel. It's about to get bumpy. Second gear. Yeah, it's not the greatest road in the world, we'll just say that. And here we are. That was a bumpy ride. They got to redo the road. Might not have been quite so bad if I had some better tires. These ones I've had for over a year now, and they're starting to get a little bald. Like it's not great, but we made it. So I want to fish where the wind's going to be at our backs, which is going to be along this shoreline, which is perfect because that's where I would go anyway. Now we should be able to do some sight fishing, because a lot of times these fish are just up shallow. That's what I'd prefer to do, but with the wind like it is, we might just have to send an indicator out there. Guys, I just got smoked twice by a big old grayling with the hopper I have tied on. There he is again. Oh my gosh, did you see that? He can't get the hopper in his mouth. Grayling have tiny, tiny mouths, and this is a big old hopper, but he's smashing it. I need to change to something smaller. Come on, come on. Oh, there we go. There's a fish. There's a fish. My indicator didn't even go down. That's a nice fish. Big old grayling. Oh my gosh. Folks, I saw my indicator like twitch a little bit, so I just brought him in to check him out, and we got a fish. And that is a trophy grayling. I'm not even kidding. That's huge. Okay, we gotta go get our net. Oh my gosh, check this out. Come here. This is huge. This is a freaking giant grayling. Got him. Woo-hoo-hoo. Holy cow, that is what we're here for. Oh my goodness, a big male too with that big blue fin. So by the way, I switched to just a double nymph rig. We got smacked 3 times with the hopper, but there wasn't really a whole lot going on the surface. So just threw a couple nymphs on, came to the other side, where the wind's kind of blowing right at our face, but it gets a lot deeper. And that was first cast in. Wow. Let me just look at that. That is beautiful. That's what we're here for. And I would consider that a trophy. Grayling don't get very big at all, so that one's probably about 15 inches. That's a big grayling. He's just chilling there. There he goes. Oh, that was cool, man. Well, let's waste no time. We're gonna get right back in there. There we go. Fish on. Fish on. Feels like a good one. And here comes the wind. Sorry, I'm gonna try to block it out for you. Yeah, chunky grayling. Come here, dude. Yeah, that's another solid fish. Check it, dude. Got her. So this is a little female. This lake is managed for trophy grayling, so these aren't super uncommon. Golly, they're so pretty though. This one would be a good one to keep because I want to do some fish and chips. You know, should we keep her? Yeah, we'll keep her. Why not? Sick. All right, I just gave her a bonk on the head, so she is no longer with us. But we're just gonna set her right over here on this rock, and we're gonna get right back in there. Oh, right there, right in front of me. Got him right there. That's the one. That's the guy. Oh, that's funny. He hit the surface. He smacked something just right next to me. Flicked this. I switched out one of the flies for a damsel nymph, and that's what he ate. I left my net clear down the bank a ways, so just grab him here. Ooh, this is another big male. Nice. This thing about grayling, they don't often fight super hard. They just kind of roll into you. Grayling number 3. Oh my gosh. Oh, and there he goes. Cool. See you later, dude. I want one of them to flare its fin out for us. That'd be sweet. Got him. There we go. There we go. On the caddis. I saw him jump over there, roll casted right on him, and he came all the way out of the water to eat this. Nice. First topwater fish of the day. Not including that little tiger we caught earlier. Wow, another good grayling. Heck yeah. Come here. Got him. Beautiful male. And he's been caught before. That side of his mouth is torn up. Yeah, this is the smallest one of the day. Still a really good fish. Look at that blue fin. That's what they're famous for right there. That's so cool. Okay. Another beautiful Arctic grayling. And there he goes. There he is. Ah, missed him. Oh, there he is again. Yo, got him. Missed him the first time. He comes back for a second time. I think I might have snagged. No, I got him in the mouth. It's just a big fish. Yeah. That's so cool. I love fishing topwater. Look at that. That might be the biggest one of the day. Well, I don't know. It's a nice one. Another big male. Check it. Big blue fin. That is so sick. That one has the biggest fin of the day. Check that. Whew. Come on, flare it out for us. Flare it out for us. Golly, that's so beautiful. All right, this guy's ready to go. Feisty. See you later. This is so much fun. All right, my friends, back at the truck. We're about to fillet and cook this grayling that we caught earlier. We're gonna make some fish and chips. First time ever breading and deep frying Arctic grayling. It's gonna be pretty interesting, but yeah, we ended up catching 5, I believe. We might go try for them again, but we've only got like an hour left of daylight, so we gotta get cooking. So this is all I've got in terms of a fillet board. just this rock. We'll make it work. One thing about grayling, they're very, very slimy fish, and they've got really big scales. Now, if we were just cooking this guy whole, I would go through the effort of scaling him, but we're gonna fillet him and take the skin off, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Hopefully this fillet knife is sharp enough. I don't think I've ever filleted a grayling. I think I've cooked them about 4 times, but I've always just cooked them whole. Just nice and easy. I don't want to mess it up. Okay, not bad, not bad. Yet this was a female, because we got those little eggs in there. And this is where filleting on a rock is not gonna really help us. It's too bumpy and uneven. Okay, there we go. There's one fillet. We'll go ahead and remove the rib bones. One thing about grayling is they are nothing like a trout. They don't taste like a trout, and they do have pin bones. I don't know if I'm going to be able to take them out though, because I think they're really little. So there's the rib bones. And then if I feel right here with my finger, yeah, we definitely have some pin bones right there, and they actually feel quite thick. And if we wanted to, we could go through the trouble of picking them out with pliers, but honestly, I'm not even going to worry about it. It's easier just to pull them out while you're eating it. But there we go, there's one fillet. I'm gonna say right now, I did a lot better than I thought I was going to. First time filleting a grayling. Got a good amount of meat off of both sides. Didn't waste hardly anything. Those are 2 beautiful and clean looking fillets. Fish and chips time, boys. I'm excited. Oh, fish are still rising right there. Dude, if we cook these quick, might be able to catch a few more. So I've used this one other time, just the other day actually. I did a catch and cook with a brook trout. So I'm still getting used to this little firebox. It's not as simple as just that little backpacker stove where you can screw it into the propane and use it that way. Got a brand new thing of propane. And then we are still dealing with a little bit of wind, so I'm gonna throw this windscreen up. Have some olive oil, a little bit better than canola. I hope that's enough. That's not a whole lot. It might be just enough. We're gonna dice up this potato into some fries or chips. They're fries. I don't know why it's fish and chips. Since these are a lot thicker cut, they're going to take a little bit longer to cook all the way through and get nice and soft and crispy on the outside. Okay, we're going to throw a tester in there. Oh yeah, starting to sizzle a little bit. I think we could start throwing some in there. Just make sure they're all spaced out nice and evenly. I don't know, depending on how long these ones take, we might only be able to cook half of these because we just can't fit that many in there. First batch of fries is in. Go ahead and cover it up and let them cook. I am really excited to see how deep fried Arctic grayling is. Like, that's just not a fish you'd think to deep fry, but we're gonna see if it's good. All right, so here's what I think I'm gonna do with these fillets. They're pretty big, so I'm gonna cut them into little nuggets. Probably nuggets about that big. Just because we can't fit 2 whole fillets in that little pot. There we go. And then, this is just some Louisiana fish fry that we had at the house. I threw some in a Ziploc. But first we're gonna wash them through with some egg. Got 1 jumbo Walmart egg right here. There we go. Shall drop our little nuggets in. Get them nice and coated with the egg. That's one reason why you want to dry them off as much as you can before the egg, because more of the egg will stick to them and then more of the breading will. So drip that egg down. 1, 2, and 3. Shake them up. And that's what we're working with. Nice. A few of them are starting to get golden brown like that one. Yeah, we'll take these ones off. Plate them up here. Let them dry. Well, you know what I can do? I've got this little basket for a reason. There we go. Bam. Perfect. And you know what? Before I do another batch of potatoes, we're gonna throw a few of our little fish nuggets in here. And the fish is definitely not gonna take too long to cook, so we'll check on those in just a few minutes. I've got some salt and pepper packets from McDonald's here. Okay, I can already tell that those fish are cooking really fast because they're sizzling quite a bit, but let's go ahead and sample one of our fries, see if we cooked them all the way. Oh yeah, soft in the middle. They didn't get quite as crispy on the outside, but they are soft on the middle. So, I mean, a potato's a potato. It's pretty hard to mess it up. Just throw a little salt and pepper on there. All right, let's check on these fish. I'm just gonna turn them over. I do want them to get nice and crispy, so I'm gonna let them cook for plenty of time. Okay, these are definitely done. Set them up here to let them dry. Last thing we're gonna do is squeeze a little fresh lemon juice over these fish. And then a little bit of salt. Deep fried Arctic grayling. That's probably something you don't hear too often, but it looks really good. It's nice and firm and crispy. A little salt and pepper, some lemon juice. Let's try it out. Oh yeah. Oh, that's good. That is really good. Got that splash of lemon juice. Oh my goodness. That is really good. I've had 2 bites, 2 nuggets, but already I can tell that that grayling, that's one of the good ones. The meat was really firm on it and nice and white. I mean, look at that. That's good meat right there. Oh my gosh. I'm not lying. Next time you guys catch an Arctic grayling, throw it in some breading and deep fry it. That is dang good. I need to turn these ones over. Ooh, they're nice and crispy. I can feel it through the tongs. Dude, they're pretty much done. Yeah, we'll hit that side for about 30 seconds. I'll let those ones cool. We still do have a bunch of these fries, so we're gonna toss them in. Probably only do that many. I don't know if I can fit the rest of them. We'll toss the rest of them out for the critters. There we go. I think that's all this lemon can give us. How about that? We got fish surfacing like crazy down there. You guys can see them. We might eat this quick and then go down there. But dude, look at this. What a way to end the day. Fishing wasn't like amazing or anything, but we caught a few. And this is the first time ever deep frying Arctic grayling. I do have to watch for the bones. I didn't take the pin bones out. All right, guys, I cannot in good conscience not go down and fish when the fish are rising like this. The wind has finally stopped. I turned the stove off and I'll clean the rest of that up later, but I've just got to go catch some of these fish. 5, 4, 3, ooh, another one right there. Watch this. Come on. Oh my gosh. Got him that time. There we go. There's a fish. Ooh, this is a bigger fish. He's actually fighting, not like a grayling. Is this a trout? Is this a splake? No, it's big grayling. Is indeed a giant Arctic grayling. I'm gonna slide him over the weeds here. Come in here. I got you. Nice. That's a good fish. Another big male. Big male with the blue fin. That's sweet. I don't think we've caught a small grayling today. They've all been really, really nice for grayling. This is no exception. Wow, beauty. It's another thing I've noticed about grayling. They fight a little bit, but then they really fight when you try to hold them. And then when you try to release them, they just kind of sit there. Come on, dude. There he goes. There he goes. He's fine. He's probably just gonna have to sit there and rest for a minute. Cool. God, so much fun. All right, there we go. Got our second batch of chips out. These ones got nice and golden. Honestly, I'd say if they were in there another minute or two, they would have been burned, but I actually think they turned out really good. I'll be honest, I wasn't sure how deep fried Arctic grayling would be, but I am pleasantly surprised. It actually reminds me of a yellow perch too. Got fish jumping down there. We did just catch another one real quick. This is a nice view to end off the day and have dinner. Well folks, I think I'm gonna end this video right here. Super fun day. I didn't have the highest hopes just because it was so windy today. In my experience, it's kind of hard to catch grayling when it's windy. But we made it work. Caught, I think, five or six fish. All really solid fish. And cooking up a little fish and chips. Highly recommend giving it a try. If you live somewhere where you can catch grayling, dude, deep fry them. Do some fish and chips. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. But other than that, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.